Eastern Europe stands at a precipice, with geopolitical tensions reaching their highest levels in decades. The ongoing war in Ukraine has brought Russia and NATO alarmingly close to direct conflict. As the situation escalates, countries across Europe are bolstering their defenses in preparation for potential future confrontations. While larger nations like Poland and Germany often dominate headlines with their military expansions, a smaller yet strategically significant player is quietly positioning itself to become a cornerstone of NATO's eastern defense: Romania. This nation, with its pivotal location and evolving military strategy, is emerging as a key component in the alliance's efforts to counter Russian aggression. Romania's transformation is deeply rooted in its history. Once a member of the Soviet bloc, the country underwent a seismic shift after the 1989 revolution, which ended decades of communist rule. By the mid-2000s, Romania had aligned itself firmly with the West, becoming a NATO member in 2004 and an EU member in 2007. Despite these advancements, Romania's military capabilities remained limited for much of the post-Soviet era. Its air force relied on aging Soviet-era MiG-21 jets. Its navy operated only a handful of warships, and its standing military consisted of around 80,000 troops. Compared to other NATO members, Romania's contributions to collective defense were modest, reflecting its middling economic standing within the European Union. However, the war in Ukraine has served as a wake-up call, compelling Romania to modernize its military infrastructure and adopt a more proactive defense strategy. One of the most pressing reasons behind Romania's military overhaul is its strategic position along the Black Sea, a region that has become a focal point in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Romania is one of the few NATO countries with direct access to the Black Sea, alongside Turkey and Bulgaria. This geographical reality places Romania on the front lines of any potential Russia-NATO conflict. The Black Sea's strategic importance cannot be overstated. It serves as a critical corridor for trade, energy, and military operations. Control over this region has long been a priority for Russia, as evidenced by its annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its subsequent naval campaigns during the Ukraine war. The vulnerability of the Black Sea region was starkly highlighted by Russia's actions at the start of the Ukraine invasion. Russia's Black Sea fleet, spearheaded by the guided missile cruiser Moskva, quickly established dominance over Ukraine's coastline, effectively severing the country's access to the sea. This blockade had far-reaching consequences, disrupting trade routes and driving up global food prices, given Ukraine's status as a major exporter of wheat and barley. However, Ukraine's innovative use of surface-to-sea missiles and sea combat drones, which culminated in the sinking of the Moskva in April 2022, demonstrated that even a nation with limited naval resources could challenge a superior maritime force. This pivotal moment reshaped modern naval warfare and provided valuable lessons for NATO members like Romania. Romania's response to these developments has been multifaceted, focusing on three key areas: coastal defenses, air force modernization, and broader NATO cooperation. In terms of coastal defenses, Romania has made significant investments in long-range anti-ship missile systems. In January 2023, the country finalized a $217 million deal with Raytheon and Norwegian defense firm Kongsberg to procure the Naval Strike Missile Coastal Defense System, NSM-CDS. This state-of-the-art system includes mobile missile launchers capable of targeting enemy ships from over 115 miles away. The NSM-CDS is designed for shoot-and-scoot tactics, enabling rapid deployment and withdrawal to evade enemy counterattacks. With 4 launch batteries and 2 command and control centers, Romania's coastal defenses will create a formidable zone of control in the Black Sea, significantly complicating any potential Russian naval operations. Equally crucial to Romania's strategy is the modernization of its air force. Historically reliant on outdated Soviet-era jets, Romania has recently acquired a fleet of F-16 fighter jets from Norway. While these aircraft are second-hand, they represent a substantial upgrade, providing the Romanian Air Force with modern capabilities for both defensive and offensive missions. More significantly, Romania has committed to purchasing 32 F-35 fighter jets from Lockheed Martin, marking a major leap in its aerial warfare capabilities. Although the first F-35s are not expected to arrive until 2030, their eventual deployment will position Romania as a regional leader in air power, capable of countering advanced Russian aircraft and maintaining air superiority in the Black Sea theater. The third pillar of Romania's defense strategy involves deepening its integration with NATO. The country's geographic location makes it a linchpin for NATO's eastern flank, providing a critical link between Western Europe and the volatile Black Sea region. To strengthen this role, Romania has partnered with NATO to modernize the Mihail Kogălnicianu Air Base, MK base. This ambitious project, set to cost over $2.7 billion, will transform the facility into the largest airbase in Europe, surpassing even Germany's Ramstein Air Base. Once completed, the MK base will be capable of hosting up to 10,000 NATO troops and supporting advanced aircraft operations. Its strategic location near the Black Sea will make it a cornerstone of NATO's defense infrastructure, enabling rapid response to any potential Russian aggression. Romania's current military preparations stem from an acute awareness of the volatile geopolitical climate surrounding Eastern Europe. As tensions between NATO and Russia escalate, Romania finds itself in a strategically sensitive position. The lingering presence of Russian-backed conflicts in the region, particularly in Transnistria, underscores the potential for regional instability to spiral into broader confrontations. Romania, sharing both cultural and geographic ties with its neighbor Moldova, is acutely aware of how these tensions could directly impact its security and stability. This shared border makes Romania a frontline state in NATO's Eastern defense strategy, amplifying the urgency to bolster its defenses. The situation in Transnistria, a contested region in Moldova, illustrates the complexity of regional dynamics. Since the early 1990s, Transnistria has functioned as a self-declared independent state, supported militarily and politically by Russia. This support has entrenched Moscow's influence in the region, creating a potential launching point for further incursions into Eastern Europe. For Romania, this unresolved conflict represents not just a threat to Moldova's sovereignty, but also a potential destabilizing factor that could spill over into Romanian territory. While Moldova itself has remained neutral in broader geopolitical conflicts, the presence of Russian forces in Transnistria undermines that neutrality, increasing the likelihood of a flashpoint erupting along Romania's borders. Romania's military modernization efforts reflect its recognition of these risks. Strengthening national defense capabilities is part of a broader effort to position itself as a robust NATO ally, capable of addressing emerging threats in the region. Unlike larger NATO members, Romania's strategy does not revolve around massive troop deployments or large-scale ground forces. Instead, it emphasizes technological innovation and targeted investments, particularly in areas like air and naval power. This approach is designed to counter specific threats posed by Russia, such as its control over parts of the Black Sea and its influence in Eastern Europe. Romania's strategic location makes it pivotal for NATO operations. As a bridge between Western Europe and the Black Sea, Romania offers logistical and operational advantages that enhance the alliance's ability to respond swiftly to potential threats. Its proximity to Russian-held Crimea also adds a layer of significance to its military improvements. Any regional conflict in Eastern Europe would likely see Romania playing a crucial role in coordinating NATO's response, both as a frontline state and as a key logistical hub. Moldova's vulnerability is another factor driving Romania's defense policies. The close historical and cultural ties between the two countries mean that instability in Moldova would have direct repercussions for Romania. In the event of escalated Russian aggression toward Moldova, Romania could face a humanitarian crisis, with refugees potentially flooding across the border. Additionally, such an escalation would likely draw NATO's attention, placing Romania at the center of a broader confrontation. These potential scenarios underscore why Romania is prioritizing its readiness to handle complex, multifaceted challenges. Romania is also actively working to strengthen its regional partnerships within NATO. By collaborating with neighboring countries like Bulgaria and engaging in joint exercises, Romania ensures a cohesive regional strategy against potential threats. This cooperation extends to intelligence sharing and coordinated defense planning, aimed at creating a unified front against any Russian aggression. For Romania, this approach maximizes its contributions to NATO while leveraging the alliance's collective strength to mitigate its own vulnerabilities. The broader international implications of Romania's defense efforts cannot be overlooked. Russia's actions in Eastern Europe have prompted widespread concern across NATO member states, but Romania's situation is particularly precarious. By enhancing its military capabilities, Romania sends a clear message that it is prepared to uphold its commitments as a NATO member. This proactive stance reinforces NATO's overall deterrence strategy, making it clear that any aggression in Eastern Europe will be met with coordinated resistance. Romania's focus on military modernization also aligns with its broader foreign policy objectives. By positioning itself as a capable and reliable NATO ally, Romania strengthens its relationships with key Western nations, including the United States. This alignment not only enhances Romania's security, but also bolsters its diplomatic standing within the European Union and on the global stage. These efforts reflect a long-term vision of Romania as a key player in ensuring regional stability and countering authoritarian influences in Eastern Europe. The evolving dynamics in Eastern Europe highlight the importance of maintaining flexibility in defense strategies. Romania's focus on mobile systems, such as advanced anti-ship missiles and adaptable air defenses, illustrates its commitment to innovative solutions that address modern threats. These technologies allow Romania to operate effectively in a rapidly changing security environment, where traditional military paradigms are increasingly challenged by new forms of warfare, including cyber attacks and hybrid threats. Romania's investments in NATO infrastructure, particularly the modernization of the Mihail Cogălnicianu Air Base, further underscore its strategic importance. This base is poised to become a critical asset for NATO's operations in Eastern Europe, enhancing the alliance's ability to project power and maintain stability in the region. For Romania, this investment not only strengthens its defense capabilities, but also solidifies its role as a central pillar in NATO's Eastern strategy. While Romania's efforts are largely defensive, they also serve a broader purpose in countering Russia's narrative of dominance in Eastern Europe. By actively modernizing its military and engaging with NATO, Romania demonstrates that smaller nations can play a pivotal role in maintaining regional security. This stance challenges the notion that Russia's influence in Eastern Europe is unassailable, highlighting the potential for coordinated efforts to resist authoritarian encroachments. Romania's proactive approach also reflects its understanding of the interconnectedness of modern security challenges. In a globalized world, regional conflicts often have far-reaching consequences, affecting everything from trade routes to global energy supplies. By fortifying its defenses and contributing to NATO's collective security, Romania helps to mitigate these risks, ensuring that the stability of Eastern Europe is preserved for the benefit of the broader international community. Romania's military modernization and strategic planning are a direct response to the heightened risks posed by Russia's actions in Eastern Europe. By addressing its vulnerabilities and strengthening its alliances, Romania not only safeguards its own sovereignty, but also reinforces NATO's collective security framework. The country's efforts are a testament to its commitment to regional stability, demonstrating that even smaller nations can play a critical role in shaping the future of global security. Romania's proactive stance is also driven by the shifting dynamics within NATO. While countries like Poland are focusing on expanding their ground forces, Romania's emphasis on air and naval power provides a complementary approach to the alliance's collective defense strategy. This diversification of capabilities ensures that NATO can respond effectively to a wide range of scenarios, from territorial defense to maritime security. Furthermore, Romania's commitment to NATO's objectives has been unwavering, in contrast to Turkey's more ambivalent stance. While Turkey balances its NATO obligations with its long-standing ties to Russia, Romania has firmly aligned itself with Western interests, solidifying its role as a reliable ally in the region. The modernization of Romania's military also has significant economic implications. The development of the MK base and the acquisition of advanced weaponry are expected to create jobs and stimulate local industries. Additionally, Romania's growing role within NATO could attract further investments in defense infrastructure, boosting the country's economy. This economic growth, coupled with increased security, reinforces Romania's position as a stable and strategic partner within both NATO and the European Union. However, Romania's preparations are not without risks. Russian officials have already expressed concern over the expansion of NATO's presence in Eastern Europe, particularly the modernization of the MK base. In the event of a conflict, Romania's strategic assets, including its air bases and coastal defenses, would likely become primary targets for Russian forces. The proximity of these installations to the Black Sea further heightens their vulnerability. While Romania's integration with NATO provides a strong deterrent against direct aggression, the risk of escalation remains a constant factor in its defense planning. As the war in Ukraine continues with no clear resolution in sight, Romania's role as NATO's Eastern Sentinel has taken on greater significance. Positioned on the alliance's strategic eastern flank and adjacent to the Black Sea, Romania finds itself at the forefront of efforts to deter Russian aggression. Drawing on the lessons learned from Ukraine's defiance of Russian forces, Romania is crafting a defense strategy that prioritizes mobility, adaptability, and technological innovation, recognizing the evolving nature of modern warfare and the challenges posed by its geographical location. Ukraine's ability to hold off a superior Russian military for over 2 years has served as a blueprint for smaller nations like Romania. Despite significant disparities in size and resources, Ukraine's strategic use of anti-air defenses, naval drones, and surface-to-sea missiles has demonstrated how asymmetrical tactics and cutting-edge technology can neutralize a numerically superior force. Romania has incorporated these lessons into its military planning, focusing on strengthening its air and naval capabilities to ensure it can respond swiftly and effectively to any potential threats in the Black Sea region. Romania's investment in modern air capabilities is a cornerstone of this approach. The acquisition of F-16 fighter jets from Norway and a deal for F-35s from Lockheed Martin reflect a clear commitment to upgrading its air force. These aircraft will enable Romania to conduct both defensive and offensive operations, providing a credible deterrent against Russian incursions. The inclusion of stealth technology and advanced targeting systems in the F-35s in particular will significantly enhance Romania's ability to maintain air superiority over the Black Sea and its surrounding areas, a critical requirement in any future conflict scenario. The Black Sea remains a focal point of regional security dynamics, and Romania's naval strategy is tailored to address its strategic importance. Investments in systems like the Naval Strike Missile Coastal Defense System, NSM-CDS, provide Romania with the capability to challenge adversarial fleets, such as Russia's Black Sea Fleet, which has played a pivotal role in projecting Moscow's influence in the region. The mobility of the NSM-CDS, coupled with its precision targeting, ensures that Romania can respond to maritime threats while avoiding prolonged engagements that could jeopardize its forces. Beyond strengthening its own defenses, Romania's actions send a broader message to Moscow and NATO allies alike. By actively modernizing its military and enhancing its readiness, Romania underscores its commitment to the alliance's collective defense strategy. This proactive stance not only reinforces NATO's deterrence posture, but also ensures that any potential challenges to the alliance's eastern flank are met with a robust and coordinated response. In doing so, Romania plays a pivotal role in maintaining stability in the Black Sea region, a critical area for trade, energy, and geopolitical influence. Romania's role as NATO's sentinel is not limited to direct confrontation. By investing in its military capabilities, Romania contributes to the broader stability of the region, deterring potential conflicts before they escalate. Its efforts highlight the importance of preparation, strategic foresight, and alliance cooperation in an era where regional conflicts have global implications. As NATO's presence in Eastern Europe continues to grow, Romania stands as a testament to the value of proactive defense planning in safeguarding not only its own sovereignty, but also the collective security of the alliance. Romania's preparations for a potential conflict with Russia underscore the transformation of modern warfare, moving beyond traditional land-based strategies to embrace multi-domain operations that integrate advanced technologies and adaptability. This shift reflects Romania's strategic focus on addressing the specific challenges posed by the Black Sea region, a vital geopolitical and economic theater. By investing in systems such as the Naval Strike Missile Coastal Defense System, NSMCDS, and F-35 fighter jets, Romania is positioning itself as a critical player in NATO's defense network and securing its long-term strategic interests. The Black Sea is a contested area where control of airspace and maritime routes directly influences regional security. Russia's actions, particularly its annexation of Crimea and the aggressive use of the Black Sea Fleet during the Ukraine conflict, have demonstrated the importance of dominating these domains. For Romania, which shares direct access to the Black Sea and sits on NATO's eastern flank, these developments present a clear and immediate threat. Romania's modernization efforts reflect its commitment to countering these challenges through advanced capabilities that enhance both offensive and defensive operations. Romania's acquisition of F-35 fighter jets represents another leap forward in its military capabilities. These fifth-generation aircraft, equipped with stealth technology, advanced sensors, and superior agility, provide a significant edge in maintaining air superiority. Control of the airspace is essential in modern warfare, especially in a contested region like the Black Sea, where maritime and aerial operations are interconnected. The F-35s will enable Romania to conduct both defensive missions and precision strikes, complementing its naval capabilities and contributing to NATO's collective security framework. By prioritizing these technologies, Romania is shifting its military doctrine to align with the realities of multi-domain warfare, where success depends on integrating capabilities across air, sea, land, and cyber domains. This approach ensures Romania's readiness to address immediate threats, such as potential Russian incursions, while also building a resilient foundation for future security challenges. Romania's strategy is not just about countering specific threats, but also about demonstrating its value as a NATO ally, reinforcing the alliance's deterrence posture in Eastern Europe. Romania's integration of advanced systems like the NSMCDS and F-35s highlights a proactive and forward-thinking approach to defense. By focusing on control of airspace and maritime routes in the Black Sea region, Romania is addressing both present challenges and long-term security needs, positioning itself as a pivotal player in maintaining stability in a volatile geopolitical landscape. Romania's efforts to modernize its military and strengthen its role within NATO represent a strategic response to the growing threat posed by Russia. By leveraging its geographical advantages, investing in advanced defense systems, and deepening its integration with NATO, Romania is emerging as a key player in the alliance's Eastern defense strategy. While challenges and risks remain, the country's proactive approach underscores its commitment to maintaining regional stability and deterring potential aggression. As Eastern Europe braces for an uncertain future, Romania's transformation offers a blueprint for resilience and preparedness in the face of escalating tensions. Share your thoughts on Romania's critical role in NATO and its strategic preparations in the comments below. If you found this deep dive into the evolving dynamics of the Black Sea region insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.